Intel is late to the chiplet party, but better late than never, right? Thanks to leaks as well as Intel themselves, we're finally getting some details about Intel's upcoming 14th gen Meteor Lake, due to be released in December, and it's going to herald a new era of chip design from Intel. For starters, 14th gen is going to be the first Intel chip to use a chiplet design, which allows for more of an architectural design overhaul than Intel has previously been able to manage. It should also be noted that chiplet technology is one of the gambles AMD made with their Ryzen processors back in 2017 to large success. The chiplet on Intel's upcoming 14th gen will essentially split the chip into 4 different sections: compute, which is generally what you think of when you think of a normal processor now, I/O, graphics, and SoC. On top of this design, Intel will also keep with their split of performance and efficiency cores. However, there is a twist. While 8 cores generally handle lower priority or generally lighter tasks, Intel is also introducing LPE cores as well in Meteor Lake. No, this isn't some strange mixtape Intel's about to drop, but rather low power efficiency cores that won't be on the general compute chiplet tile, but rather the lower power drawing SoC tile. The idea behind these new efficiency cores is generally the same as efficiency cores in general, though by placing them on the SoC tile, Intel is able to save power and therefore increase efficiency. In order to connect all of these tiles, Intel is also using a new system called Foveros 3D packaging, which Intel has claimed is a revolutionary inflection point for their processors, as it's a hyper-efficient way to connect their chiplet tiles together. This is to say that each tile or section of the processor is capable of functioning independently. Only doing light tasks, the low-power SoC tile can handle that, with no need to really spin up the power-hungry compute tile. This technology should be an absolute boon for Intel, who has been struggling with heat and efficiency since 9th gen, and the problem has only gotten worse as they've begun to shrink process nodes. Speaking of process nodes, the chiplet design allows for the various tiles to be manufactured with various processes, as we've seen used by AMD for real cost savings over the years. However, Intel is still managing to ratchet down the process node for manufacturing the compute tile to Intel 4, which is Intel's 5nm process. The Intel 7nm process, currently used for the 13th gen, has been riddled with manufacturing issues like high costs and low yields, which is obviously not something you want. Hey, I'm just happy Intel is finally off 14nm. All of these technologies sound great, right? After all, it finally seems like Intel is making real strides into technologies that will keep them competitive going forward. Well, unfortunately, it seems like enthusiasts who are into building their own PCs won't be able to socket these new chips into their systems. As much of a leap forward for Intel Meteor Lake will be, it's almost more than anything symbolic from Intel, as it represents a break from their dogma of monolithically designed processors. All of these improvements that have a focus on efficiency significantly increase viability in a space-constrained environment. See where I'm kind of going with this? Intel plans to keep 14th gen used for mobile applications like laptops, nuts, or all-in-ones. These are all traditionally systems that use a BGA or ball grid array socket or otherwise system that attaches the processor to the motherboard inseparably. Intel has done this before in recent memory, as when Intel first made the jump to 10nm, those processors were only first available in their NUC line. The most likely reason is that Intel might need more time to design and scale these technologies into a desktop class processor. Another possibility, which would be even more of a bummer, is that Intel plans on splitting the technologies used for their mobile and desktop processors, keeping the chiplet designs for mobile and monolithic designs for desktops. But as AMD has shown us with Ryzen, chiplet designs can have fantastic benefits for desktops as well, so hopefully Intel doesn't go down that route. Keeping the red team in the conversation, what I find fascinating is the technologies both Intel and AMD are choosing to uplift their performance generation over generation. AMD most recently has been focusing on generational architectural improvements as well as 3D stacking technology for their processors' cache, allowing them more space. If you'd like to learn more about the future of AMD's 3D technology, check out our video here. But Intel, on the other hand, while finally adopting chiplet technology, seems to be more focused on hybrid chip design in order to drive power efficiency and scale across use cases. Let us know down in the comments below what you think of Intel's new technology, and I'll see you in the next one.